Got Johnny Mullen going up against Henry Dodge to start things here. Mullen last week 14 for 22, but it's Dodge who scoops up the first one.
Coach Feist very high on Dodge.
Physicality on the far side. Dodge, a whole ton of face-offs last season, and Billy Dwan runs a man into the sideline and an early flag. Syracuse's man down last season was solid for them, 75% in game one. They shut down Jacksonville in every facet. Don't think it's going to stay that high for too long. Inside now, Pope's shot, and McCool is there to answer the bell for the first time. That SU was going to be right back where it was that last year, but in a more successful position. Joey Spina, 3 goals for him in the first game. Spina moves off X and finds the back of the net. Gets it going, just 2 minutes in. Made it look pretty easy right there.
Not sure if we'll be able to see it, but Vermont goalie here, D'Andrea, just gets shaken up off that contact with Spina. Spina ends up being able to shoot that on an open net. We'll monitor D'Andrea, see if he gets back in cage.
Spina playing a little bit of hangman. D'Andrea is shaken up on the far side, and he's limping off the field. Looks like it's going to be...
Second week in a row here. First the Jacksonville goalie, and now Vermont.
And so now into the crease, it's Ryan Daly, who was the primary goalie last season. You see the 60% save percentage, but allowed less than 10 goals a game. Johnny Mullen wins his first draw.
Numbers.
Here comes Billy Dwan with the pull, goes down low, and Daly early into the game. Mullen picks it back up, and it's fought for. Finally, the loose change collected by Bardwell, the sophomore from Indiana.
We get our first look at the second midfield unit. Jackson Birtwistle, Tyler McCarthy, Trey Deer.
Birtwistle finds Spina. That's exactly where he wants to be. Trey Deer on the receiving end of a perfect feed. Quickly 2-0. And Deer picking up right where he left off last week.
If Birtwistle continues to get this short stick matchup, I expect him to be inverting at X. This leads to a Spina hang-up where you feel like you find him all the time. And Trey Deer, what a start for his sophomore season. We highlighted him a little bit in the opener. Just catches that one in and out of his stick. One motion, Trey Deer. Vermont starting 2 freshman attackmen. Number 8, Drimmy. Number 9, O'Brien. They'll join Ryder, 22.
O'Brien, a small body, but makes a huge impact. Shot down off the foot of McCool. He kicks it away. Billy Dwan right to it like a magnet. I like that. Jimmy McCool looks very confident in net. Through the first 2 games as a starter, he filled in for Will Mark when he was struggling in the ACC tournament last year. English finds Spina, and he finds the back of the net again. Syracuse pouring it on early. 5.5 minutes in, a 3-0 lead. And this is what Joey Spina does, Steven.
Joey Spina, great start to his game. I believe this is his 3rd point. This starts off the Sam English dodge. Vermont has to slide. Spina meets this ball, moves his feet into it. Snappy release. Beats Daly low.
So far, nothing in the back of the net. If they do it here, Charlie Pope likely going to be one of the guys involved. He dodges inside, flings it down low for the freshman. And right there is Michael Grace. And a pretty good start to their season on the man up against Jacksonville. A compressed look for Vermont inside, and the far side, it's Hiltz. The ball's in the back of the net. Owen Hiltz right back to scoring. 38 goals last year, and he's starting to count right toward that again this year.
You're going to see Owen Hiltz starting top center on this man up. They're going to move this ball down the side. Off camera there, Hiltz just nonchalantly walking through the middle of the field and then cuts back to the ball right to Spina. Runs off a pick from Deer inside. Not a huge social media guy. He's found a ton of success here.
Yeah, future pro.
For sure, both indoor and outdoor.
Inside, Hiltz feeds one back. Thompson goes between his legs. Bullseye. Syracuse routing the Catamounts in the first quarter, a 5-0 lead.
Syracuse attack, just moving the ball right now at an elite level. We see Spina hitting Hiltz for a little slip, and inside to Thompson. What a shot that is. His back to the cage, catches it with that inside hand, just tosses that between the legs. So nonchalant, he's so skilled, really confident player. Nice start for him on attack this season. Some of these guys that look like a Johnny Mullen per se, or even move like a Sam English. Very physical on that ride. Good job just staying in front of O'Hara. Force that turnover.
Spina again finds Roa, bounces it, and finds the back of the net. If that's not fun, I don't know what is. Oh man, Luke Roa right back on the score sheet after a hat trick last week.
Luke Roa, he can go righty, he can go lefty. We've seen him dodge from different points. Last week it was a lot from up top directly. There we see him go from the wing, comes underneath, keeps this stick to the outside. Nice bouncer there, right under the crossbar. Syracuse right now lucky to have a stacked roster. The coaches have done a really good job of putting it together. I know that a lot of the players was speaking with Hiltz. I'm really thankful for Coach Gate.
And there's the first goal for Vermont. On the score sheet for the first time. Didn't take quite as long as Jacksonville last week. Past the near side and a pole goal.
Matthew Drimmy getting his first start in his first college game, number 8 here. Just put some pressure on the Syracuse defense early. Gets to the middle of the field in between the hash marks. Finds Jack Combs, 66, sophomore captain. Did a little bit of double take there. Nice composure from him though.
The front of the net, if it was over the back of the net, it would have been Gary Gate style, but instead just 11 seconds to shoot for the Cuse. Roa finds Hiltz. Hiltz turns and blasts one off the side of the post. And Vermont picks it up, so this time the Catamounts hold off the orange.
Looked like Syracuse was trying to get into a bit of a quick hitter there.
Flag up the far side of the field.
Good job by Vermont stopping it.
Ball goes out, we got another call. And another flag flies just in front of us.
We got 3 fouls on the play. White, 7 technical. Offsides, 30 seconds. We got 2 fouls, number 22, White. We got a 1-minute cross check, and then we got a 30-second conduct foul.
He had a pretty sweet dodge last week. He broke some ankles up the far end of the field. Of course, last year, Syracuse had the Junkyard Dogs on their man down. Don't know if they've returned that. Some of the guys have graduated, left.
Nice save by Daly.
Transitioning to ACC Lacrosse certainly has the frame for it. Ball's knocked down by Carter Rice, and Syracuse gets it back.
Nice double team there.
And of course, a veteran player as well, grad student doing his final year here.
Looks like a grown man out there.
He is.
Second line here. Burt Whistle, back to that invert. See Spina with a hang up.
Another one, and he finds Deer again. What do they say the definition of crazy is? You do the same thing multiple times and expect different results. Joey Spina finds Trey Deer.
This is a carbon copy of that first half goal. Burt Whistle inverts, brings it up the left side, throws it back to X where Spina has his defender hung up, and Trey Deer just sitting right on that crease. Quick stick goal. Calm, cool, collected.
Energized the offense mid-season, trying to shake things up lineup-wise with a freshman. Oh, Johnny Mullen, a diving attempt. Trying to feed the ball away, and he gets to it. That's the kind of athleticism that he brings. Deer had 2 goals in that one game and didn't score the rest of the year. Mullen rips it off the side of the stick for Daly.
You don't see that too often.
He had a good guy to learn from with Mason Cohn last year. A ton of pole goals for the Tufts transfer who spent his grad year at Syracuse. He's the primary face-off guy. Mullen got a lot of time too. Sammy English over to Owen Hiltz. Hiltz operates from X, finds Spina. Again, the Orange start the second quarter with a flurry of goals.
Syracuse is going to continue to do more of the same. As they get this ball to X, they're flashing to both pipes, as you see Spina and Thompson there. That Vermont defender has to play 2. Wide open. Nice find there by Hiltz. Nice finish by Spina. He's been waiting patiently his sophomore and junior year with the influx of this class of 22.
They're not leaving Spina alone this time. In front, Peyton Anderson. A 9th for the Orange. The blowout is on for the 2nd straight week.
If you see one of your top attackmen with a short stick matchup, either get out of his way or start moving off ball. Peyton Anderson seeing Spina on the island, working his matchup. Spina doing a good job of throwing fakes, freezing the defense. Peyton Anderson cuts hard, catches this ball. Tough finish here, just keeps those feet moving.
Most of the losses have come when Johnny Rachuz has been on the field. He's the only other guy that's taken a face-off.
Spina taking an extra second back there.
Bird whistle shot from long range, gobbled up by Daly. That's a lot of what we saw last week as well. Just shutting Jacksonville, or in this case Vermont, down until the last second. Owen Hiltz has it. Some space right down the middle. And down to the seat of his pants, Ryan Daly. Spina directing traffic, finds a man in front, bounce shot. This time Daly's there for the answer. Thompson gives the screen, Spina, bullseye! Double digits for the Cuse before Vermont's even got 2.
Spina on fire right now. Motions for Finn Thompson to come set a pick for him. Runs directly up the hash. Stops those feet before the short stick gets to him. Settles in. Sticks that high to high.
Like
he's feeling it.
He set his feet there and just ripped it.
Subbing this first midfield unit on. Billy Dwan's has done a good job on Whitaker, 23, a captain for Vermont. He's neutralized him as well. Dwan and Figueres both winning their matchups today.
Like you said, Whitaker's a serious threat. Michael Grace just strips a man on the far side. Colin Decker picks it right back up.
A lot of defense, a lot of two-way.
Goal and assist for him last week as well. Pretty impressive shot, actually. Tradier flings it ahead all the way to Spina, who's one-on-one for the 5-hole, and it's trapped down by Daly.
Nice save there by Daly. He's found himself catching a lot of these passes on the crease, on the left side. He's capable of it, but, you know, in a game when you got a defender crashing right on you.
Roa all alone to Spina. Michael Leo and Owen Hiltz, 2 of the biggest producers in the early going this season, but it's been all Joey Spina. He's climbed back up the points threshold to take the early season lead for SU. Michael Leo, a diving shot. And Daly just goes down to a knee, and he's there to answer it.
A bit stagnant possession there. Not a ton of movement. Michael Leo drew the initial slide, ended up getting a matchup change. Tried to work that short stick matchup. Nice calls turnover there by Sam English.
Making things happen in the midfield. All alone, Thompson finds Twine. 10-goal lead for the Orange. The onslaught just continues.
This goal starts with Sam English on the ride. Nice pickoff there. Gets a hockey assist. Moves it forward to Spina, who finds Thompson, who just calmly puts this one low to high. Finn Thompson so smooth. Spina's 9th point of the night.
Goes back behind cage for Joey Spina. He's gonna try and make it happen right now. Hiltz, turning shot and into the trapper for Daly. Here comes Steven, or rather English, right down Broadway, and his shot's denied. Comes right back out to Schwasnick.
Syracuse, I know they're up 10.
Well, that ball's kicked around. Carter Rice picks it up. Bad turnover. Spina alone. That's it. His 10th point of the game ties his career high.
Vermont, another turnover in the clear. Nice pickup by Carter Rice. Immediately picks this ball up, finds Spina. And that's his 10th point of the game. He's playing confident tonight.
Steven, that came from the LSM, Jack Combs. They haven't had an attackman score a goal today, and Charlie Pope takes a tumble in the process. Flag flies. Not sure what that one's for.
Good job hanging on there, Pope. Of note, number 34, Max Goldstein. He's moved down to attack.
And there's a goal on the flag. Finally, it's the freshman Matthew Drimmie, the first of his career. Brings it back to a 10-goal game. See if we get any clarification on what the foul was.
Well, it's good. Flag's waved off. I'll leave it.
Catamounts goal is first of the evening.
Nice job by Charlie Pope here. Just hanging on to this ball, dealing with a lot of pressure. Gets it over to Ryder, who finds Drimmie, who has a nice hitch there.
A good little passing sequence. Billy Dwan gives him a little bit of space. Ends up going off the turf, though. Try and translate that over into the college level. Down on the sidelines, we've got our man, Sean Dorcelis.
Yeah, guys, I was able to confirm with Coach Fifes at halftime that Jake D'Andrea is out for the rest of the game with a lower body injury, so it will be Ryan Daly in net the rest of the way.
Battled for right in the midfield. D'Andrea out, injured on the first shot. Jimmy McCool comes across crease. Nabs that one out of midair. Gets it to Carter Rice, racing through the midfield. Rice all alone, straight down the middle, and it's into the trapper. The shot high to low against Ryan Daly.
Seeing some back and forth here. Good goalie play. McCool, Daly.
Carter Rice, one of the seniors on this team. Another guy from Mass. On the far side, McCool answers again. Another shot from the freshman Drimmie, lobbed into the midfield for Spina, and he can't hang on to it. That's Jake Spina, who played in limited time last week, and now he makes a big hit, trying to live up to his namesake. His brother has done a heck of a lot today. Back out to Cullen Decker. Decker 3 goals last season in his sophomore year. Over around to Whittaker again. He's trying to create something, and he can't get enough velocity on the shot to beat Jimmy McCool.
And what this offense has been defined on the past 3 years or so. Move that ball. Shout out Chuck Kaczynski there. Nice caused turnover. Hiltz so calm inside.
Roa gets double teamed. Nice slide from Vermont, staying with him step for step. Roa takes a big hit on a screen. Flag flies, shot whistles wide. Two tosses up top, in front Deere. He's stymied from down low.
Nice save by Daly. Prepare like you're the starter. But obviously always a good chance that you're never going to get on the field.
We've now got more than 6.5 minutes in this game as Syracuse picks back possession without a goal. And he and Grace are scary to look at physically back there. Got some real size to both of them. Hiltz, another ball trick, backhand pass inside. Rather, Thompson's shot was turned away.
Another big save.
Daly has come up clutch in the late stages of this third quarter. His offense can't seem to get him anything, though. Deere out front, Thompson again. Batted out of the air by Hiltz. Oh, he scores! Owen Hiltz knocked it out of midair with the side of his stick. The Cuse have 13.
Feel for Daly here. He's been standing on his head in this third quarter. Syracuse moves this ball. King Thompson goes low to low. Hiltz just does a good job reacting. Slaps this one in with one hand. 13-2 Syracuse.
200 face-off wins for him last year. He was hitting it 58%. Shot rings off the pipe, kicks back out to Charlie Pope. where we saw Goldstein for the first time. Pope inside, contact with Ochoa, and he just keeps forcing him backwards. And now a flag. Maybe too much on that third one from Ochoa. Spin off to the near side. Pope goes high to low, and McCool's there to answer it. Yet to strike on the man up. 0 for 5 on the season, which just includes today, of course. First game of the year for the Catamounts, second game of the year for the Orange. Sidewinding shot into the back of the net. Tristan Whitaker on the board. He finally breaks through. Vermont strikes on the man up.
Vermont shows good poise here, working this ball around. Whitaker just does a good job. I was speaking to it earlier, finding those seams, filling those gaps, holding on to that ball for an extra second, moving your feet on man up, seeing what that defense is giving you. Nice job stepping in there.
Hope fakes it inside.
Free possession here for Vermont.
They're flinging it around like they got some agency right now. Just scored, looking for back-to-back goals for the first time today, and Jimmy McCool says not just yet.
Almost every time.
You mentioned the plethora of penalties. It's the second one of the day for Billy Dwan. He's the first repeat offender, unless you count Joey Spina picking up 2 in one play. He hit the first one of the game 50 seconds in, but the man down unit picking him up. Sam English away with it through the midfield and throws up a stop sign with his left hand.
Playing back at X on that low wing. Receives that pass from Ryder, collects it, throws it inside. Highly skilled for the pole.
Combs has got some real versatility. There's a bounce shot from Pope. Beats Jimmy McCool. Back-to-back goals for Vermont. They've got the only goals in this fourth quarter.
Pope attacks Dwan here. I was almost going to interrupt you again, telling him to slow it down. He's had a couple ill-advised shots this quarter. Does a good job here getting to his strong right hand. A little awkward step there. Fools McCool. High bouncer.
8 hat tricks last year.
Spent his summer up in Vermont training, taking classes. Fife says he's one of the hardest workers that he has.
Double team from Hoddle. He almost gets his helmet knocked off, and it's picked up. Kaczynski, another hustle play. He's settling into a physical role in the first 2 games of his SU career. Less than 10 minutes to go in the game. Syracuse trying to break up a Vermont scoring streak. Not something you could have said in any of the first 3 quarters. Joey Spina finds Thompson. His shot. Daly again. Ryan Daly standing on his helmet. You can tell why he was as confident as he was in these guys. Off on the far side, it's Zach Davis getting things restarted. Vermont trying to score a 3rd straight goal. Pope out in front of cage, and McCool jumps up, goes back to get it, and he's knocked into from behind. That draws a whistle.
Here we see Owen O'Farrell, Finn Kelly, Greg Elijah Brown in at attack.
A lot of these guys played last week in the fourth quarter as well. Anderson gives it back to O'Farrell, who takes over for Joey Spina in that roll from X, and his shot is into the knees. Daly makes another save. He's up to 18 now.
Vermont struggled against the Syracuse Poles. Look to see them attack some of these short stick matchups more.
Here's one right now. Hoddle is cut off by the goal in front. The shot didn't get through on McCool. Syracuse gets to it. Figueras, much smaller frame compared to Jimmy McCool. Played the entirety of the fourth quarter last week. Another turnover. Syracuse back onto it.
Nice
Long
job by
pass
Trey
stretches
here.
the field, and just can't hang on for Nathan Levine. Quick turnaround as well. Nice little dodge. Down low for Josloff. Gets it out to Pat Coughlin. Davis again had a lot of chances from up high. He goes down low this time. Swing dodge inside, and Ippoliti gets across to make the save. Only 12 seconds to tick off the clock. So not the 20 goals that the Orange scored last year. Slowed down a little bit. The Orange actually going to be held scoreless in the final quarter, but it doesn't matter. Time ticks away, and the Orange pick up its 950th program win Gary Gate inching closer and closer to 1,000. And how about that? Just 10 goals allowed in the first 2 games. The defense